Today, we are going to celebrate the achievements that are the results of basically all your hard work and passion.
And we would like to welcome our colleague Sarah to kick off today.
We are here to celebrate the projects that are the core business, the reason for being of the North Sea Region Programme. We are here to celebrate your achievements and what you have done over the past 7 years. The EU faces problems, faces crises, and the North Sea Region Programme funds projects that help solve problems, not only of today, but to prevent the problems of tomorrow. It's due to your efforts that we can do this. So let the show begin.
Welcome to the deep dives in the North Sea Atlantis.
You have no energy bill anymore? Do you see your energy costs rise and rise rapidly? Do you know where to start? There are so many options, so many choices to select from.
Heat mass, insulation materials, ventilation, solar panels, triple glazing.
And then the sixth one, the last one, but not the least important, is to keep an integrated approach. So you have to keep on engaging your communities and try to put all the different partners together.
And integrate community involvement into your climate and energy policy. Because together we can.
You can only deliver within certain timeframes, and after that, Bruges becomes a pedestrian zone. So there's stress. Let us imagine that the time frame in Bruges is 1 minute. So the logistic players have 1 minute to deliver their parcel. I was taking my timer to look at the time, that we don't go out of the time frames. So logistic service providers, are you ready? Did you put in the address in Google Maps? You know where to deliver? Okay then, there you go, time's going in. As you can see, Bruges has a lot of narrow streets with cobblestones, an old medieval center. There are a lot of big trucks that have to pass each other. There is no room. There are schools starting. A lot of children that are running in the streets. It's dangerous. Oh my God, we have to be sure that there are no accidents. And we still have only 30 seconds left before it becomes a pedestrian zone. And then there is congestion and air pollution. Oh my God, and there's only still 10 seconds left to deliver. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so...
Now think about your own organization. Do you know any colleagues that are procurers? Okay, could you please stand up or wave your hand? Oh, great. Quite a few people. That's good. So next time when you think about that you buy something, please consider your procuring colleagues. Circular procurement doesn't happen by itself. You really have to support your colleagues to ask the circular questions, to ask for the circular solutions.
And that's what we're trying to do in Stormhouse. So it's not just one big, easy solution, one size fits all that I'm here to present, but I'm here to present that this is, I think, the way forward for us. That this is the way forward in adjusting small measures, in connecting them, in making sure that it's a smooth journey. And in that way, we managed already in the first 2 years to save indeed those 16.8 kilotons of CO2. We managed to renovate more than 10,000 houses and generate almost 49 million investment. And we still have 1.5 years to go.
Our energy leaders, they learned a lot during the global pandemic. And for a little while, they were unable to help people switch to school saving energy because of extensive lockdowns. Now, through the press, we are able, and an extension, we are able to expand on this digital energy saving program that the partnership was forced to create during the pandemic, and now go even more digital, extending more regions and more schools, and saving more energy and lowering more carbon emissions.
Partridge gave the three legs of the stool the benefit of his wisdom, and together they formed the fellowship of the bespoke partridge. They vowed that they would keep doing everything they could to keep the birds singing and the bees buzzing, and they all lived happily ever after. Thank you, Mr. Partridge.
In 2021, the project has won 2 Register Awards in the Public Choice category, and if I tell you that it's the only North Sea region project that has won this award in 25 years, you get a grasp of how exceptional this is. Alan, welcome again. Can you give us a little bit more details about the blue-green infrastructure that was realized in Dordrecht?
Yeah, I'd love to. In Dordrecht, we're transforming a huge zone, it's called the Dordrecht zone, into a city park, and we call it XXL because it's even bigger than Central Park. The cost of this transformation together is 47.5 million euros, but the social benefits of this is 175 million euros. So it's 4.5 times the cost. So it's very amazing. So these figures actually made it very easy for our council to decide to build this.
Now let's hear from the receiving end. I would like to welcome Jan van Haren on stage. Welcome, Jan.
Because our team is focused on working together to create a safe and a more sustainable and a green park with full of trees and plants and fresh water, and we want to draw people to our park because they have a nice place to be and they can play their activities alongside our members and neighbors and our sport clubs. So the opportunities are, in my opinion, endless.
We have been able to show to farmers that they can have a positive impact on climate when changing it to carbon farming. In the end, the farmer has to make the changes. And as Jana already said, this costs money, this needs investments, and this brings risk. So the farmer really needs funding, extra funding, to change carbon farming.
And now let's hear what the farmers think about all this. I would like to welcome Jana Roos on stage. Jana is from
Why did you bring the hand shovel with you, Jana? The organizer asked me to really show you what I brought. It's a little hand shovel, but even little things can be very important.
You are from Boerenbond, the Belgian Farmer Association. Yeah, so what does it mean to you to be a carbon farmer?
As a carbon farmer, it means to find time and room in your management to pay special attention to the carbon content in your soil, and of course also to mitigate climate change and to adapt your soil to the changing conditions.
Reuse is that sweet spot between what you want to say, let's call it your message, or your news or your information, and what the audience wants to know or what they want to hear. And those things rarely overlap. So these are a couple of ingredients to think about when you're deciding, is it news or not? Shall I put out a press release? Shall we hold a conference? Shall we write a story about it? First one is impact. What's the impact of the story you're trying to sell? The bigger the impact, the bigger the news. Secondly, we're after relevance as journalists. What makes something relevant? Well, how is it relevant to the people you're trying to engage with your audience? News as well should be new, as the word suggests. It should be novel. something which is, hasn't happened before, or at least which leaps out at you as something slightly unusual. News is about people, ultimately. We're less interested in the process and procedures, and more interested in the people behind the news. So, finally, I mentioned jargon. Ditch the jargon, it's really a cancer of language.